Streaming software channel does not match. Okay, so that's interesting. If anybody comes in while I am working here, I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted. Some time back, I had lost my movie server, and uh, I lost my movie server, and I lost all my music that I had made. So that's what you're seeing me working on here is getting my music back onto my computer. And if anybody has a question, don't hesitate to ask. I will take requests from my viewers. Took one last night, made a song for somebody who provided a little bit of detail what was going on in their life, who said they really liked my music. Um, what was that song? I can find it. If you could see me now, I did that for one of you viewers, and that's what I was looking up. Uh, I'll be doing that when you guys say, "Hey, would you help me with a song? Can you help me write a song? I really like what you do." Uh, I don't mean to do that. It's just sometimes I can't think and do what I'm working on. It's just I don't always do live streams, and I need to get into the habit of it because I notice certain groups that I like listening to, and that's another thing I'm going to get to rather quickly as well. Uh, if everybody's noticed, the style of music has changed from country to K-pop. Uh, I've gotten to where I like certain groups that work in that style and in that brand. Give me a second. I'm still working on my movie server at the same time. So anyway, one of the groups that I like is not just Jenny from Blackpink. I also like. I'll provide a little bit more background on all this. I've been a big fan of pop music ever since I was a kid, and the artist that I related to the most back then was Michael Jackson. What a lot of people don't know is that Michael Jackson had influenced a lot of pop music, popular music from around 1969 when he was with his brothers in the Jackson Five, all the way up to prior about a good, I want to say about 20 years before he died. His his health was not real good due to all the media going after him, all the lawsuits that he had been going through. Uh, a lot of people have a lot of division on the kind of person that Michael Jackson was, and I'm not going to dive into that because that's not my business. That's not what my focus is on. My focus is on music, the what I make, what I like. But going back to what I was saying, I have listened to a large amount of pop music over the years. Britney Spears, NSYNC, um, Backstreet Boys, um, New Kids on the Block. Um, so you fast forward through all that, through all the pop music that has been going on since the '80s. Um, I've got my favorites, hands down. This is still going to take me a little bit longer. All right, so three more albums to grab. Uh, so anyway, come up to modern day. Yes, I've got some tracks that sound like Madison Beer's music. I'm a fan of hers. Um, I like the songs that she chooses, some of the songs that she writes. So, needless to say, I'm a pretty decent fan of Madison Beer's. Um, I don't mean to do that, by the way. When I do the crap, I even get mad at myself for doing it. I think that will make these two. There's also Quartus. Uh, I need to listen to some of their stuff, but some of the stuff that I've been working on, like Obvi, uh, I was just having fun with that. I didn't want to say obvious for reasons. I wanted to shorten it and make it more youthful because I'm a 52-year-old guy who likes a ton of different music. I still like Avril Lavigne on top of um, Nate Smith, Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan. Um, Sometimes Jelly Roll. I'm not a huge fan of his right now because of everything he put his ex-wife through. It's not to say I didn't get a divorce because I did. It's just there are certain things I don't think you should do to your spouse, whom you say you love, or lack thereof. But my focus is primarily on music, not to talk about others. But what I've been wanting to do for some time now is get to a point where I can offer songs for some of you guys who subscribe to my channel, and that should do that on my music. I guess that's doing that because of the fact that I've got my screens split and not the right way that I want. Uh, but anyway, so I have gotten into K-pop because of the fact that I've written a large amount of country pop music um, since last year. I've always been into country. It's not to say that I won't write others. I do write Christian music from time to time. I've been known to have a mood where I want something with a hard rock edge, grunge, metal. This is a guy who still loves Def Leppard for crying out loud. So my my mood as far as music goes, not patting my fingernail, I'm getting rid of the hangnail. Trying to at least. Oh, where is? I'm gonna play this here in a second. Uh, for anybody who actually ends up into my live stream, this is Obvi, of course. Yeah, you're making it I can read you like a headline. You keep showing up wherever I go, standing too close like you want me to know. Every little look lasts a second too long. You don't even try to play it cool at all. You laugh too hard at everything I say. Find another reason just to make me stay. You call it casual, but baby, please, you're giving everything away to me. You're not subtle, not even a little. Your whole heart showing right there in the middle. You can't deny it, but why even try it? Every move you make keeps making it obvious. You're so obvious, looking like a hottie, getting kinda naughty, making it so obvious. Take it as a dare, baby, I don't really care. You walk in and steal the party, making it so obvious. I know what you want from me, obvious. You're not hiding anything. You say my name like it means too much. Find every excuse just to find my touch. You act surprised when I call you out, but we both know what this is about. You send a message and delete the line like I did. Now, I'm going to say this about my second verse. That was not intentional to make that a rap. I wanted that to be more of a verse. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyway. Didn't see it there the first time. You're trying hard to keep it low key, but low key never looked this obvious to me. You're not subtle, not even a little. Your whole heart showing right there in the middle. You can't deny it, but why even try it? Every move you make keeps making it obvious. You're so obvious, looking like a hottie, getting kinda naughty, making it so obvious. Take it as a dare, baby, I don't really care. You walk in and steal the party, making it so obvious. No poker face, no mystery. You light up every time you look at me. One step close, then another two. You already know what you wanna do. No secret code, no reading signs. Your eyes keep crossing every line. Bold enough to let it show. Tell me something I don't know. You want my time, you want my kiss. You're way too loud to hide all this. Say it straight, don't make it hard. You already showed me all your cards. Maybe I like that you don't hold back. Maybe I'm into the confidence. Maybe the way you make it so clear is exactly why I'm standing here. You're not subtle, not even a little. Your whole heart showing right there in the middle. You don't have to hide it, baby, I don't mind it. Come a little closer, make it more obvious. You're so obvious, looking like a hottie, getting kinda naughty, making it so obvious. Take it as obvious. Sorry about that. I didn't know what I was
Monday, can't wait. We brought Friday with us. Alarm goes off, I hit it twice. Cold black coffee, traffic lights. Same old schedule, same old street. But I got something up my sleeve. A little glitter in my bag. A playlist that can fix a bad day. Before it brings me down, I know how to
I had to look this up last night because I wanted to write something that was funny and uh, I didn't want to do a song about course that I've got, of course. I started right. I always sometimes I'll have the chorus first, and
Did it hurt when you fell from the sky? Baby, that one's older than your shoes. You'll need something better if you want me to choose. You call it charm, I call it rehearse. You use that line on the whole universe. You got confidence, I'll give you that. But confidence alone doesn't make good chicken. I said that line needs stronger reception. Then you called me fine like a parking ticket. I almost walked out, but you committed. You got bad jokes and a fearless grin. And somehow that's where you started to win. Maybe real fearless grin. And somehow that's where you started to win. Maybe real Riz isn't sounding cool. Maybe it's no one to look like a fool. Are you smooth? Are you sweet? Can you laugh when your best line lands on my feet? Don't tell me you've got game. Make me remember your actual name. If you can riz me, come and tease me. Are you cheese? You make me riz me this.
and that's the basic idea for Risme this. It it's just poking fun and basically saying just be the overall the message for Risme this is just be yourself. Don't nobody is gonna unless you're really good at rizzing. It's best just to be real, which is what the whole song is about. It's coming from the perspective of I've seen both women and men use rizzing to attract who they want to be with. There's a woman overseas that I've been talking with, and my whole get go from the get go has just been direct, being very obvious, being very intentional. Um, I can be charming in my own way, which is what rizzing is just being charming. But the way you go about it is, can you be for real when you're doing it? And my whole thing about rizzing is it's kind of like having lines rehearsed to almost be like a pickup artist. And I don't really like that. So, some of my ideas end up making it that way into songs. And yes, I do want to appeal to a market that's not really my own, like country is, but I understand pop tunes because that's what I've been exposed to most of my life, as well as country. Uh, but overall, that's what I'm trying to do for my channel is not just to put new music out that I've mentioned Madison Beer. I do listen to Madison Beer, Dove Cameron, Sabrina Carpenter, some Ariana Grande, and I know she's taking a step back from music and public life at the moment to fix whatever faux pas she did. I do think Ariana Grande has a voice.